I discovered something that I find very interesting. And basically, so I'm going through my phone, I'm organizing my apps. You know, I've been using my phone, but I haven't put in all my apps yet. So I'm just going to show you guys what's going on with the phone, and you tell me what it is. So you have a lot of apps open. When you have apps open, you're using up RAM. So what is RAM? RAM is random access memory. So in other words, anytime you open up an app, you're taking up some RAM. Every time you open up an app, like the Stitcher app is not, I wouldn't say a RAM hog, but it takes up some RAM, a lot of RAM. Facebook is another app that takes up a lot of RAM. So sometimes when your phone crash, because you got a lot of apps open and it takes up a lot of RAM. So with 4 gigabytes of RAM, you would think you can open up a lot of apps and keep it going. That's not necessarily the case with the Note 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I got a lot of apps open. I got Google Plus, I got Twitter, I got the Google browser, I got my pictures, I got my maps, I got my alarm apps, YouTube, Amazon, Dunkin' Donuts, and so forth. Lot of stuff open. So let's take a look right here at Smart Manager. Now Smart Manager tells you your battery life, how much storage is used, something about device security, and it shows you here RAM, your random access memory. Now it says 69% used. I have 1.1 gigabytes free. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna clear this out and see how if it can go down to almost, you know, I can have all my RAM open. So I'm gonna close out all these apps. Now I could do them with one touch because you got close all, but I'm gonna do it like this so you guys can see. Everything is closed out. I'm closing out everything I can right here. As a matter of fact, let me close out this app completely. So everything is gone that I can get. Now we're gonna go back over here and you can see it's changed. It says 1.5 gigabytes free. So we're gonna press on this and we're gonna look. System apps 2.1. So system apps, they're talking about, I would assume, is the apps to keep the Note 5 going. So what I'm gonna do, everything that's here that's taking up extra RAM, I'm gonna close all this out. So right here it says end. Now I'm gonna press end all for the sake of time. Sorry guys. So let me go back, let me make sure. Alright, it's all cleared. All cleared, and this is what I always get. 1.6 to 1.7 free. So basically what that means, Samsung put 4 gigs of RAM so the Note can work properly. They didn't give us 4 gig of RAM to help us out. Basically the 4 gigs of RAM is to help them because their phone is rammed with a lot of features that takes up a lot of RAM. So 2 gig of RAM on the Note would never have been enough. 3 gig of RAM would have never have been enough. So what Samsung had to do was come up with 4 gigs of RAM to put into this phone so we can have 1.6 gigabytes free. I don't know, that makes me feel a little like I got a little cheated in a way, you know? So I could press end all again and the same thing is gonna happen. And a lot of these apps start taking up your RAM without you doing anything. See, right now it says 1.8 gigabytes free. So basically, and it's just RAM is just starting to use up right in front of our faces. What is taking up this RAM? I don't know. So there's a lot of apps I want to get rid of, but I just don't know which apps I should get rid of first. Is it, for instance, should I start getting rid of the T-Mobile apps? Maybe that's taking up the RAM. Or maybe, maybe I should get rid of these Samsung apps these particular Samsung apps that I don't use. Or maybe it's the Microsoft apps that I'm not using either. And of course, I got my Google apps, which I do use. So, what do I do? So, everybody worrying about Pengate, I think you should be worrying about the RAM issue.